Hey, I'm drinking a Fat Tire Ale. Never been a huge fan of this one. I wasn't a big fan of amber ales back in the day, but they've changed it up a bit. New Belgium is now not independent, and I guess this is like the first ever certified carbon neutral beer. It says low impact. They don't tell you much about what it tastes like. Bright and balanced beer. It's like how Sam Adams Remastered is a brighter beer or something. Like all of the old kind of amberish beers are being made brighter because amber is not cool or something. But I heard that this one just kind of lost its flavor profile. I actually had a can and thought it was just kind of like cream soda. It's not really. There's not much going on with it now. Very pale, very very pale. It's almost like an English pale ale or an English golden ale, and this glass is not clean. Wonder if that's really loud. Here we go. Yeah, that's a very, very clear. They say they use their house ale yeast. Weird hops, Triumph hops, an obscure hop. It's kind of like a British European hybrid. Barbe Rouge, which is like a new French one that is being used in a lot of IPAs. Some experimental one. Kind of a normal pale ale malt combo here. Some Munich malt, but then some caramel malt. There you go. I should have rinsed this glass. Lots of carbonation. Head looks pretty good despite being kind of a dirty glass. Doesn't smell bad. It kind of smells like, I guess, what I think people call a British golden ale that doesn't really exist in America. Maybe it's got a little bit too much color, but it's like an extremely mild British pale ale. British pale ales can be a little hoppy and it can be quite malty and kind of darker. This is not that. This looks kind of like Sierra Nevada pale ale, maybe. There's a little bit of a, like you can tell there's just from the bits of caramel malt. It has like it's very pale, but there's a little bit of like a brown thing going on. I don't know. And it's the best by date's January 28th. Looks like it was canned September 10th or September 1st. Just a very, very light, toasty toffee thing, kind of floral. I mean, it's almost like smells like a lager, just fruitier. It's almost like a Vienna lager, a fest beer. Just a little fruitier hop, and some esters. There's some stuff in there, so apricot-y, yeast esters. With some candy notes from the esters and the slightly sweet malt. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's still pretty sweet. But cream soda, yep, that's what it tastes like for the most part. It does have flavor. But just nothing much to say about it. It's clean enough, there are no off flavors. Not much body, but it just lingers with sweet, slightly toasty vanilla type thing. No vanilla added to it. Not much hop bitterness at all. It's really like the most boring, middle of the road crafty beer out there. That's interesting because they try to revamp it and start calling it like a Belgian beer because New Belgium, obviously, they're called New Belgium. They used to kind of specialize in Belgian beers. Now they just do all these Voodoo Ranger silly IPAs, and they're trying to get people to drink this one, I guess. More talking about how it's low impact, alternatively powered. Premium ingredients. This bright and balanced is brewed to be easy drinking and easy on the planet. Carbon neutral certified. That's why people drink craft beer. I just made some beer battered fish fillets in the air fryer. So it might go well with those. But I wish I just had. It just stops short of being a malty beer. It stops short of being a hoppy beer. And I guess you could say that's balanced, but it's just like not much. It's. I feel like it could, if it were just a little bit less sweet and hoppier, I'd be fine with it as sort of a English pale ale, golden ale thing. I don't know. But it's stuff. There's nothing. It's not unpleasant to drink, I guess, at all. Very drinkable, but excuse me, I don't drink things just because they're drinkable. Though there are lots of intense beers out there that are not very drinkable, I like sometimes an intense beer that is also drinkable, that somehow threads the needle. And this is just like trying to put a rope through a hula hoop. That's the needle they're threading here. Or I don't know if that makes any sense. For a rating, 3.6.